Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. Go Vikes!
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. I am One Bar. In this episode, we're talking about five things the Vikings absolutely need to do come draft day. Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video. We're here every damn day talking Minnesota Vikings. Very draft heavy these days, and also free agency, so make sure to subscribe. Also, comment below. Make sure to put the hashtag sauce for a chance to win this guy. Bing! Signed Jimmy Kleinsasser print from pickandshovelware.com. We're going to be giving that away when we get to 2,500 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe and hashtag sauce in the comments. All right, let's do this. Top five things the Vikings need to do come draft day. Here we go. Number one, draft defense in round one. That's it. Simple. Whoever it may be. If a guy like Micah Parsons falls, and it might not be the biggest glaring need, take him. If a cornerback even falls in our lap, as much as people probably cringe at the thought of Zimmer taking another corner, load up on defense. If an offensive player like a Kyle Pitts, a Devontae Smith, somebody falls in our lap and it's just overly tempting, there's going to be teams that want them. Trade back, still draft defense, trade back a little bit, take Christian Barmore, stockpile some picks, but go defense in round one. I should say best player available. Don't reach for somebody in defense. Just go defense. If that means trading back, trade back. The number two thing the Vikings need to do come draft day is draft a guard in the first 3 rounds. I almost want to say first 2, but we don't have a second round pick yet. And we'll get more into that in a second, but don't wait till round 4, round 5 to get a guard. We clearly do not know how to draft guards. Our only hope is if it's in the first 3 rounds. Pat Elflein, yes, he was in round 3, but that's our only shot. We got to take one of these guys that are just more of a sure thing than hopefully developing a guy like a Drew Samia, a guy like Willie Beavers, whoever it may be. We just suck at bringing guards along. We suck at developing guards. So we need to take one in the first 3 rounds. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even if we sign a free agent guard, still take one in the first 3 rounds. We're going to need some guards. We need as many guards as possible. All right, number 3, third thing they have to do come draft day is just go best player available. Don't get fancy. Let's not overthink this. Look at last year. We took Troy Dye. We take James Lynch. Not saying that they're not going to pan out and be quality players, but there was guys on the board that were clearly better players overall. I mean, Tyler Johnson went a handful of picks after that. You can't tell me he wasn't better. There were some cornerbacks. There was a lot of players that we probably could have, should have taken, but we went for need instead. So take the best player available. Number 4, trade up. We've done this dance. We've done this rodeo. We know that Spielman loves to trade back. We know he has a weird obsession with draft picks. But trade up not only because we need to fill some starting roles or some very important depth roles. We're not going to find those guys in round 6, round 7 when we own half the draft when it gets to that point. We need to trade up, get some players, impact players that can contribute day one. Of course, we're going to be drafting some players that will probably develop, but trade up. Another reason we need to trade up is our roster is already littered with round 6, round 5, round 7 guys. I think our depth is pretty good there. Let's let them hang out and see if they can get any better and develop. So this is the year to trade up. We're going to have some multiple fourths. We're going to have multiple thirds. Trade up, get in the second round. Take some of those fourths, get into the third round. Let's do this. Let's get some players that come in day one and make an impact. And the final one the Vikings absolutely need to do on draft day is draft safeties with an S. Last year, just didn't want them. Safety was a fairly large need as far as depth. We went into the season with like 2 safeties. Anthony Harris is gone. Harrison Smith is no spring chicken. We need to get some safeties up there. We got Josh Metellus and Harrison Smith. We need to draft multiple safeties, ideally one of those in the first 3 rounds. Round 3 sticks out to me. There's a lot of good safeties in this year's draft that I'm very excited about in round 3. And we need to draft one this year because let's get him on board where Harrison Smith's still there. Harrison Smith can show him the way. He can take him under his wing. What better way for a safety to come into the league than to work with him? So draft multiple safety. Let's make up for last year. And as you can tell, my focus is on the defense here. So safety, best player available, trade up, and defense in round 1. Those are my 5 things I think the Vikings absolutely need to do come draft day. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think the Vikings need to do? And remember to put that big old hashtag sauce.